The last month of the regular season is upon us, and CA Hoops Weekly, presented by Under Armour, is here with Rob Washburn. I'm Bobby Broyles. As we flip the calendar to February, there is still so much up for grabs at the top of the CA standings, Rob.
Yeah, that's right, Bobby. The four teams at the top of the standings, Hofstra, UNCW, Towson, and William & Mary, all went 2-0 last week and are separated by only one game with 8 conference contests to play. Now, what might be most impressive is the way all 4 squads faced adversity last week and were able to battle through it. Hofstra rallied from a 13-point second-half deficit at Drexel. William & Mary came from 18 points down to knock off JMU. Towson outlasted Delaware in an overtime thriller, and UNCW was able to beat a JMU team that had won 5 straight and a College of Charleston squad that had won 3 in a row in back-to-back games.
As we take a look at this week's matchups, let's begin with the 2 teams at the top as they will face off Thursday night at 7 on CA.TV as UNCW takes that 7-game winning streak into Long Island as they take on Hofstra.
Yeah, no better way to start the final month of the regular season than a battle between the top 2 teams in the league. Now, as you mentioned, UNCW is on a season-best 7-game winning streak since back-to-back losses in early January. The Seahawks have been getting tremendous play from junior guard Chris Flemings, who's averaging a league-best 19 points and 7 rebounds in conference play and has topped the 20-point mark in 3 straight games. Now, his efforts, combined with the outside shooting of Denzel Ingram and the all-around efforts of freshman C.J. Bryce, makes the Seahawks tough to slow down. However, if there's a team that can match UNCW's firepower, it's Hofstra, which is averaging nearly 8 points per game in league play and has won 6 of its last 7. It all starts with senior point guard Wanye Green, who's contributing better than 18 points and 7 assists per game in CA play. Senior wing Amin Tanksley is putting together another solid season on the wing, and sophomore Rokas Gustis has developed into a dominant force in the paint, averaging 17 points and 13 rebounds per game in the league while recording 8 consecutive double-doubles. This should be a really entertaining game to watch.
Yes, it should. Then on to Saturday, nationally televised on the NBC Sports Network at 2:30. It will be Delaware traveling to William & Mary. You can also see this game on the NBC Sports Live Extra app as well.
Yeah, William & Mary's won 3 of its last 4 and is riding the momentum from that impressive comeback victory over JMU last Sunday. Now, the Tribe's shooting nearly 50% from the floor and 40% from three-point range in CA play, and has 4 players averaging better than 12 points per game in conference action, led by All-CA guard Omar Pruitt. However, it was an improved effort on the defensive end that spurred the comeback against the Dukes, and head coach Tony Shaver has said it will be defense that determines whether or not the Tribe can challenge for a CA championship. Now, while the win total might not show it, Delaware has been extremely competitive with 6 of its last 7 games decided by 9 points or less, including that overtime setback at Towson last Saturday. Leading the Blue Hens has been sophomore point guard Corey Holden, who poured in 29 points against the Tribe on January 28th and followed with 33 points versus Towson last Saturday. Marvin King Davis has posted 11 double-doubles and is the CA's second leading rebounder, while Anthony Mosley is averaging 14 points per game in CA action and might be the breakout player in the league this season.
Shortly after that contest at 6 o'clock on the American Sports Network, Towson completes their Southern Road swing with a trip to Elon.
Yeah, Towson's been one of the great stories in CA basketball this season, entering the week with a 7-3 record and just a game out of first place. The Tigers' offense has put 77 or more points on the board during a 3-game winning streak, and Towson knocked down 23 three-pointers in the 2 games last week. Sophomore Mike Morcell averaged 20 points and made several huge shots last Saturday against Delaware, while John Davis has topped the 20-point mark 3 times in the past 6 games, and William Adalamoto ranks 3rd in the conference with 6 double-doubles. Elon's coming off an impressive Northeast road swing last weekend in which it lost to first-place Hofstra at the buzzer and then rallied for a victory at Northeastern. The Phoenix are one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the nation, but only made 3 trays in the win over the Huskies thanks to a dominant effort on the boards. Now, we've talked often about Elon's freshmen, but sophomore Dimitri Thompson is coming off a big week in which he averaged 18 points per game. These teams play very different styles, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, it should. And then on to Sunday. Before you tune in for that big game, I believe is the Super Bowl, tune to Comcast Sportsnet as James Madison plays host to Hofstra at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, if you want to get the competitive juices flowing for the Super Bowl, this matchup will definitely get you ready. These teams met back on January 16th, and there were 7 lead changes and 4 ties before the Dukes pulled out an 86-82 victory in overtime. Now, for JMU senior guard Ron Curry's been tremendous all season long, averaging better than 16 points per game. But Coach Matt Brady's looking for more consistency from other members of the squad, and junior Shakir Brown and Yohani Dallenbayer both recorded double-doubles in the first game with the Pride. Now, JMU's game plan in the first meeting was to focus on Hofstra's outstanding backcourt players, and center Rokas Gustis took advantage with a 25-point, 20-rebound performance. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments both teams make in this battle near the top of the league standings.
Well, now here is a look at the rest of this week's action around CAA men's basketball.
March Madness is coming, and it all starts in Baltimore. The 2016 CAA Men's Basketball Championship is back at the Royal Farms Arena March 4 through 7. Take advantage of the weekend with a money-saving fan pack. You'll receive a room at your choice of hotels, 2 harbor passes, 2 admissions to the Power Plant Live Fan Fest, and an opportunity to purchase discount tickets for the championship. Experience March Madness. Experience Baltimore. Find your fan pack now at baltimore.org.
CASports.com has all the television clearance information you need for this week, and CASports.com will have all the information you need regarding links to live stats, video, and audio coverage.
You can also continue to follow the league on Facebook and Instagram by searching CAA Sports. We're also on Twitter at CAA Basketball using the hashtag CAA Hoops.
The CA.TV crew was on campus last week at Drexel. You can check out the sights, sounds, and highlights from our coverage last week in Philadelphia on our CA Sports Overtime blog, and be sure to check out our full court press feature on Kasembe Abiff, now on casports.wordpress.com.
Yeah, our CA.TV crew really enjoyed having the chance to sit down with Kasembe, and you'll have fun watching our interview, especially his impersonation of head coach Bruiser Flynn.
No, indeed. This Thursday night, head on over to the Buffalo Wild Wings at the White Marsh location in Nottingham, Maryland for CSN's coverage of William & Mary at Northeastern. Join us for an evening of CA basketball, have fun meeting other CA fans, and win some prizes such as tickets to the upcoming CA Men's Basketball Championship.
Yeah, it should be a great one to go see, Bobby, as these two teams squared off in last year's CA championship game in Baltimore.
Kelly McCarthy returns Thursday for the women's edition of CA Hoops Weekly, powered by Under Armour. Make sure to tune in. Enjoy the games this week.